Hey guys, I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to introduce myself to you guys a little better. My name is Eric Kim. I'm a street photographer based in Los Angeles, and I'll just tell you a little bit about how I got into street photography. So, as you can see, these are a couple of the cameras I've actually been through. My story starts with a little tiny Canon point and shoot. It's a SD600, tiny little thing, loved it, took great images, realized I wanted a little more control. Moved up to my Canon, my Rebel XT, also another great camera, but you know, there was a time that I just wanted a bigger viewfinder, and also I didn't like the crop body so much. So that's where I actually upgraded to my Canon 5D, which is my baby. This is the camera that I use the most. If you guys are curious, this is a Canon 5D with the 35mm lens, the f2, attached to it as well. And this lens and my 24mm 2.8, I mean, they're both relatively inexpensive lenses. These lenses cover 99.9% of my street photography. Great lenses. And also, this is really awesome. It's the old Contax 3A that I have. It was actually inherited to me by from my grandfather, who was an avid photographer as well. Passed away when I was really young, but he actually left this for me to inherit. And it's an old World War II era rangefinder, similar to Leica's, but not as popular and you know, not as dominant, of course, anymore. But yeah, lately I've been shooting a little more film. As a street photographer, I think one of my duties is to capture these everyday moments that are fleeting, but are just so intrinsically beautiful, and that just typical ordinary people just often pass on by without even realizing. They're just something that I can't put into words when I see two younger people interacting, having a good time playing, and as a street photographer being able to capture that emotion, or with the elderly being able to capture an image of a look on their face or the texture of their skin that really tells a story. There's just something about street photography that is just pure in the sense that you could take these everyday moments and immortalize it inside the camera. Street photography, everything is candid, everything is unscripted. There's when you're taking street photos, once you take a photo of something, all the variables that make this image, for example, when it was taken, where it was taken, the people who are in the photo, it's a once in a lifetime thing, and once you take the photo, that moment's gone. It will never happen again. What do I want to accomplish out of street photography? Well, I think there's two things. First of all, I want to inspire people through the images I take of everyday life. Second thing is I really want to spread my love and joy with street photography to other people in the world. I think that it aligns really well with my idea of open source photography, which is really keeping the way that I do photography in terms of my insights and my knowledge, and being really transparent and sharing it with the rest of the world as much as I can. For example, what's going on in my mind when I'm doing street photography, or some tips I have about street photography. Even my post-processing and my presets are available for free on my site, because I feel like, you know, the purpose of being human is really to share with one another, and I don't think it's right where people try to hoard all of their insight and knowledge. So currently one of the projects I'm working on is writing my street photography 101 book, and hopefully through the first draft of my book I'll be able to give a little more insight about street photography with aspiring street photographers, and continue to inspire others. So this is a brief introduction to a little more about myself. I hope that I continue to inspire you guys and also teach more about my street photography. Please check out my site for my images at erickinphotography.com. And if you want to learn a little more about learning street photography, erickinphotography.com blog. Also follow me on Twitter, erickinphoto, or check me out on Twitter. All the links are available on my website and blog. Yeah, so that's all we have for now. Stay tuned, I'll have a lot more cool stuff coming, and keep shooting.